understand why. How you doing?
I'm good, man. You been today?
What you mean? I'm good every day. Every day I wake up.
Yeah, man. Let's do it. How is Tyrone lose?
My name is Teron.
How is Teron lose? Is Luke correct? The last name is correct?
Yes, correct.
Yes, his new name much better than the last name.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
How are you feeling after one day off? Have you calmed down? Are you still a little frustrated, upset, making sure these guys get it right?
I feel good.
How do these guys react to your feeling good?
They go off the leader's reaction, so I feel good, so they feel good. And just gotta understand that, you're not gonna play great every night, but the biggest thing is just make sure you have the right mindset and you're building the right habits. And so that's gotta be our mindset, every night. And so you're not gonna play great for 82 games, we understand that, but you still gotta build the right habits and play the right way. And so that's just gonna be the biggest point of emphasis today, as far as watching film and how we approach practice.
You guys, I think, alternated wins and losses since like the Minnesota game, maybe a little before that. Is there anything you're noticing in what's causing the kind of weight?
We look slow. Yeah, we look slow. Our pace, as far as getting to our sets early enough, getting our first trigger at 11 on the clock, 12 on the clock, well, I guess that's a recipe for disaster. And so when teams are going to double team Kawhi, he catches it at 7. By the time you double team, like you're in a butter situation. So just get into our sets quicker. I think we had changed it. If we get into our sets quicker, we able to change the size of the floor, better get to our second and third options. We got to do a better job with that. And then just our offensive lows is like we're turning the basketball over. During that stretch, we were 26-5. I think we were 10th in the league in live ball turnovers. And these last 7 games, we're 29th in the league in live ball turnovers. So that goes against your transition defense. That goes against not getting shots at the rim. And so we just got to be better with that. And so get back to take care of the basketball, doing a better job rebounding the basketball, trying to win a possession game.
I think you guys being older and slower is not something that's been different from like December. So like when you guys were playing well. So
yeah, but I'm saying just the pace of how we get into our, like when we go into our ways, sprinting into our ways,
right.
When we cut and making sure it's a sharp cut. And just, getting the ball up a pace, like things that we can do every single night.
Do you think guys have just gotten too comfortable? Maybe just slacking off a bit here and there, just gotten too comfortable in the season, maybe a little tired?
Could be a mixture of both. I don't think, really comfortable. I mean, I think their intentions are right, but we just got to do it better.
How do you see Zoo handle frustration being out for an extended period of time for the first time in his career?
Yeah, I think, Zoo's just trying to get back to where he was at. And so when you miss an extended amount of time, you just can't, they think you can, but it just doesn't happen like that, So it's going to take some time to get back in his flow and get back in his rhythm. And then when his first 5 or 6 games, he was on a minute restriction, so he couldn't really play the minutes he wanted to play. And so it's frustrating when you want to compete and you want to play well, but just, take his time, get back to where he was a month and a half ago, and it's going to come.
You experienced Staples Center as a player, as a place that you had to share that arena with the Clippers. It looks a lot different now, where both teams have really put their own touches on it to make it feel different. Tomorrow's the last time in the regular season that there's going to be a hallway series game. What do you remember about that experience, about having to share a home arena and the oddity of it? And I guess how excited, the uniforms, the building's getting close. I know your focus is on now, but big picture, how excited do you think, and how big of a deal is it for this organization to never have to do something like this again?
Yeah, it's big. To have your own place to call home, every single night when you go into the arena, it's yours. And so Mr. Ballmer and Gillian, they've done a great job of bringing that to the Clippers. Like I said, the new uniforms, I think Lee Jenkins has something to do with that as well, and just, all the work that it's taken to get to this point. And so I'm excited. I know our players are excited, the organization is excited, and hopefully our fans are excited to have a place we can call home.
Do you feel like that, when you played the Clippers as a Laker, it maybe didn't feel as much like a Clipper arena as now? Does it feel like almost two totally separate things, despite the fact that it's under the same roof?
Yeah, it does. Except for when you play the Lakers, it's a lot of the fans coming to the, to the gym. But overall, it feels like our own. And I think that started with Doc. When Doc came in and put our own,
Cover the banners.
Cover the banners and did all that. Yeah. He took a lot of heat, but it makes sense. You know, we understand what the Lakers mean to the city and what they've done, but you know, for us to have a place that we can call home and be comfortable, I think that was the right thing to do. And so, with him doing that, it does feel more comfortable.
Is PG Braxton today?
No,
Is PT playing tomorrow?
no.
Why not? I'm sorry, Teron, Lou.
He's hurt.
Kawhi a couple weeks ago said, even during the wins, it felt like you guys were just getting by purely on talent. How do you, I mean, you've been on teams that have made the finals and had a lot of talent. How do you get a team through this stretch of a season where it does look like they are just relying on talent rather than the execution as much as you would like?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say every game was like that, but we won some games off of talent. You know, just being having a team that we have. You know, so we just gotta understand and pay attention to detail, like I said, and work on executing on both sides of the basketball, which we haven't done a great job of the last 10 or so games. You know, and so if you're supposed to slot cut, slot cut. If you're supposed to baseline cut on post feeds, baseline cut. If you're supposed to pull around in front of the basketball and duck in versus double teams, like making sure we do that every single time, not 6 out of 10 or not 8 out of 10, like do it 10 out of 10 times. Those are things we can control, and those are things we got to do every single night, and we got to get better with. So those are non-negotiables.
Is that like a unique situation that you've seen this year? Has this been something you've seen in past teams that you've coached where at a certain point in the season you had to go over this numerous times with them?
Yeah, I mean, we do it every day.
Every day.
Yeah, we do it every day. Shoot around, practice, you know, post doubles, burst the blitz, and we just, you know, we got to continue to keep getting better at it. You know, can't get frustrated when teams are going to double team us and blitz us. Like, we got to make the right pass and the right play. And if we handle it the right way, teams will come out of it. Like, they must think we can't handle it for them to keep doing it. So we got to be better at executing and understand what we need to do.
Last year after the All-Star break, you guys had, I think, the fewest games left in the NBA, 21. I think this year you had the most. You had a lot of practice days last year. Like, given how you guys practice hard to start the year, is any of that different to close out the year? Do you kind of have to make up for that with shoot-arounds or maybe pre-game kind of walkthroughs and stuff like that?
I mean, I think more practice, but not practice like you think, like saying going hard, but just, you know, 30 minutes of just walking through offensively and defensively what we need to clean up and get better with until we make sure we got it, like, till we understand it. We can do it fully every single night, and that has to be our mindset.
All right, last question.
In terms of point of attack defense, we talked about that a lot as far as that being a big key to how the entire defense is going to go. How are you evaluating that from the people that you put on the main guys defensively, and like, how can you help the point of attack defense be better?
Point of attack defense is tough because, you know, so many great players in the league, but we got to do a better job of shrinking the floor, make sure we're in our spots. I don't think it's going to be a one-on-one defensive game where guys are going to be able to take the challenge and guard a guy one-on-one. Just give the effort, and then our weak side defense has to be available. But the biggest thing for me, which we have to clean up and get better with, is our transition defense. Like, if we take that away and be better transition defense, then our half-court defense will be a lot better. Our half-court defense is solid, which it can be better, but the biggest concern, like I said, is transition defense. Making sure we're getting back, raising the shot, making sure we're forming an eye. If there's 3 guys back, forming a triangle, things like that. And so those are things we got to continue to keep hitting them on. We're showing the film. We're doing it in practice, but we got to continue to keep getting better at it.
Let's get ready for Hoop Jab.